Yeah, just for test.
Yeah, for testing.
You know what? You guys are sort of role model for someone else like them.
I'm not. You
No,
are.
no. You got admission from Georgia Tech as a PhD student, and that's enough great job for 99.999%
I
of
got a
the
PhD candidate.
population in the earth.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask. Do you have some regret or something else
Of
for
course.
PhD program?
No, I mean,
No?
not about the PhD program, about the things I did.
Okay.
I mean,
What kind?
You can change your choices. For example, I came here, I mean, without a clear research question. I came here to look for that research question. So,
I see.
So my advice for a young researcher,
Young
right,
researchers, yes.
is think back in your mind, in everything you do, what is your research motivation? What are you looking for? What are you curious about?
So something driver or some
for
motivation,
example,
huge motivation or something
I
self-motivated
found
things.
that motivation very late in my research.
Okay.
It was exploring different things, performance-based design, optimization, lot of parametric stuff.
Do
And
you know what?
finally-
I remember when you came here as a sort of freshman PhD program, you showed me your portfolio
Yeah.
with amount of design works. At that time, I was very surprised because, okay, this guy is a really good and sort of fascinating designer using technologies.
Yeah.
And at the time, I thought, okay, someone who like this, who can design building environment, and he want to study. If so, what should I do? I don't design. I only research.
Yeah.
What can I do? I got some question raised up in my mind at the time because I'm not a designer. I'm not an architect, even if I major architect and interior architecture design. But anyway, this man, Marcelo, was enough good designer at the time, in the first year of PhD. So
Still I am.
if someone like, I know, and you can teach design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm teaching design studios, teaching
Right,
courses,
anyway.
several stuff.
Okay, motivation is very important.
Motivation is very important. I mean, as I said before, back in your mind, what are you looking for?
Okay.
I started in the design field, then I got in love with technology. I wanted to know more, and I wanted to create new things that at that time were kind of difficult to do that with existing technology, and suddenly I got accepted in a PhD program, right? And it took me a while to find my own research field, right? I'm not gonna tell you because it's not published yet.
For
Okay.
me, it was completely
Do you agree?
different.
Do you agree? It's
Kind
you mentioned
but
some
my
motivation is
situation
very
was
important.
Different
Okay.
because I think sometimes we don't know what we should look for, and that's the problem. I mean, you didn't have your own specific research questions when you came here, and it's. I think it's a general problem because you don't know what you should learn, what you should go for. But to me, it was different because I moved to England 3 years ago
England.
to just start working because I was working as an architect. I moved to England to continue working as a professional architect. But there I realized that this computer age has a great effect on the whole design that I didn't have the chance to
that's right.
get introduced to when I was in Iran.
I think there's something different human generation from us.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
use computers when they born.
Yeah.
First year.
I knew how to use some of the digital platforms,
Yes.
but I didn't know how to compute with them, how to manipulate them, how to use their benefits for design.
Right.
And that's why I went to do a second master's degree in digital architecture, and that has brought me here to design computing because that opened so much doors for me, and I was introduced to an area like BIM, building information modeling,
Right.
And I was introduced to Chuck because he's known as father of BIM, and it's like a great opportunity to learn from him.
Yeah.
So my suggestion would be to Jisoo, Himsoo, Minkyu, Seokyeon,
Seokyeon, yeah.
Seokyeon,
And my possible
and
future students.
other future students.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Is that just try to be smart. Try to see what market needs from an architect. Go for it and learn
Okay.
and become updated with new technology. Because as new generation, as next generation, you should
Right.
be well educated. You should be good in using digital techniques
Right.
and in not just in using them, but to creating platforms for your own benefit of design.
Right.
And that's when you get to that point, every company would like to have you, and they would compete to have you there.
Great. So,
Yeah.
sorry for interrupting, but what you mentioned is one of the good candidates is definitely building information modeling, BIM
Right.
research and development, and photo work, even if it's undeveloped anyway, something in design computing area. So that is very good candidates, what you mentioned, right?
It's great because the world is going towards that. Like in the UK, they had a plan to adopt BIM until 2016, and there is a huge investment on this area.
Right.
And when you see that the world is going there,
Korean
it
government too.
shows you, and the government supported every government, every country is looking into that, and you can see the direction. Okay, the world is going towards that. If I just stop and don't do anything, so I will lose.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I think test recording is done. This is just for test.